We're so glad you're interested in the University of Washington's Master in Social Work program. I'm Leslie.
I'm Rose.
I'm Kayla, and we'll walk you through the necessary steps to apply. First things first, you'll want to explore our 3 MSW programs to decide which one is best for you. We offer 3 main pathways: advanced standing, day, and extended degree. You can learn more about each pathway on our website, where you'll find course descriptions, sample schedules, and available specializations.
Before you start an application, make sure you meet the eligibility requirements. You'll need a 4-year bachelor's degree, a minimum 3.0 GPA, and demonstrated English proficiency. We do not require the GRE. If you're unsure if you meet these requirements or you have questions, take a look at our website or send us an email.
Already have a bachelor's in social work or social welfare? As long as it's an accredited social work degree, you are eligible for our advanced standing program.
Finally, we recommend you have at least 2,000 hours of relevant social service experience by the time of the application. However, this is not a requirement. To learn more about what counts as relevant experience, check our website or contact a School of Social Work admissions advisor.
If you are currently a senior in University of Washington's Bachelor's in Social Work program, undocumented, an international student, a non-native English speaker, a transfer applicant, or a non-matriculated applicant, there may be additional important information on our website you want to review before beginning an application.
Before beginning an application, be sure to check the deadlines. The MSW application opens in September. For applicants applying to the day and advanced standing programs, the submission deadline is in January. This is also the priority deadline for EDP applications, although the EDP application will remain open on a space available basis until February. Decisions will be sent via email throughout February and March. For exact dates, visit our website.
Okay, let's dive into what you need for an MSW application. There are 7 main components. We'll start with the online graduate application. Once the MSW application opens in September, you can make an account in the online graduate application. If you're interested in more than one of our MSW pathways, you only need to complete one MSW application, since you'll have the opportunity to list a second and third choice pathway option in the application.
Next, you'll list your previous institutions of higher learning and upload unofficial transcripts. Check that your unofficial transcript includes your first and last name, the date your degree was posted or conferred, and the name of the institution. We do not accept snail-mailed or email transcripts. Please only upload them through the portal.
Next, you'll list all your relevant social work experience. If you need guidance on what counts as relevant experience, we have a helpful handout on our website.
Another required element of the MSW application are the short answer critical reflection questions. These are short responses you enter in a text box. We recommend drafting them using a word processor first and then copying them over. Check out the questions on our website.
One of the most important parts of your MSW application is the personal statement. This is your opportunity to share about yourself. Think about your professional goals and what makes you a unique applicant. Feel free to write in a reflective, creative, and expressive style. Find the prompt and formatting guidelines on our website. Please note that advanced standing applicants will also have a required Part 2 of their personal statement, where you should discuss your first choice specialization.
You'll also need to upload a current resume. Be sure it includes your name, email address, educational background, paid work experience, any unpaid relevant social work experience, any awards or honors you may have received, languages you can speak and or write, along with your level of fluency, and any research or international experience. Address gaps in your work history as appropriate. Please do not include a photo of yourself, your home address, or phone number.
Finally, you'll need to designate 3 references who will complete recommendations on your behalf. We recommend you designate at least 1 reference that is an academic reference and at least 1 reference that is a professional reference. It's always a good idea to ask your references ahead of time if they are willing to provide a recommendation for you. You will designate your 3 recommenders in the online application. Once you designate a reference, they'll be sent an email with next steps. You don't need to wait for your recommendations to be submitted in order to submit your application. 3 completed recommendations are due no later than 1 week after the application deadline. It is your responsibility to ensure all 3 are submitted on time. You can check that your recommendations are complete by logging into the application portal. We recommend designating your references well in advance to give them ample time to complete their recommendations by the deadline.
Yay! You've completed your MSW application. The next step is to submit. Submit your completed application and fee payment by 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the deadline date. We recommend submitting as early as possible to avoid tech issues. You can log into the application portal to check your admission status and the status of your recommendations.
After you've submitted your MSW application, be sure to explore the available funding opportunities. We'll go over the 6 main types of funding. Financial aid includes grants, loans, and work study. You will use the FAFSA or WAFSA to apply for financial aid. Be sure to submit the FAFSA or WAFSA by January 15th for priority consideration, although you can submit it after this deadline as well. The FAFSA or WAFSA is required in order to be considered for many additional types of funding, so we encourage all applicants to submit it. Traineeships are training programs that offer specialized skill building and support. At the UW School of Social Work, we offer several traineeships, but the most popular are the Washington State Behavioral Health Workforce Development Initiative and Child Welfare Training and Advancement Program. You can read more about these traineeships on our website. Fellowships, also called scholarships, are competitive awards that fund academic study. The UW School of Social Work offers many types of fellowships. All applicants who submit a FAFSA or WAFSA and the funding consideration form by the deadline will be considered for departmental fellowships, but we'll come back to this in a minute. Notification of most awards will generally occur after an offer of admission. The 3 other main sources of funding are assistantships, external funding, and on-campus jobs. You can explore these more on our website.
Let's circle back to fellowships. You'll see that in order to be considered, you need to submit the FAFSA or WASFA and something called the funding consideration form. Submitting the funding consideration form is the only way for incoming students to be considered for departmental funding. Be aware that it's separate from the online graduate school application and does not impact admissions decisions. But remember, if you want to apply for financial aid or a traineeship, you'll need to submit these respective applications separately.
Okay, now you know exactly how to apply to the University of Washington's MSW program. If you have additional questions, we'd love to help.
Lots of questions can be answered by exploring our website. You can also follow us on social media, email us, set up an advising appointment with the School of Social Work Admissions Advisor, or give us a call.
We look forward to reviewing your application.